What's up, fifth grade? You've made it to week 6 of NTI. I'm so proud of you. We're almost to the finish line. Let's just stick with each other and get it done. I am outside, so you may hear wind, cars, doors, and you might hear the birds. But I'm gonna make you get through it. And you may see me sneeze one time because the allergies are flaring up. But I'm gonna get through it, and I'm gonna persist and make this video for you all. So, activity 1 is first hand and second hand account. That's actually for all activities. We're gonna be learning about first hand and second hand account. You probably don't know much about it, but we're going to explain it in this video. Before you go on to learn about first hand and second hand, this slide will pop up. Click on this video so you can watch me explain what first hand and second hand account is. Let me get to it. First hand account is when someone who experienced tells the story. Someone who experienced the event tells the story. Secondhand is when someone collected artifacts and information, put it all together to create a story to tell someone. One good example of firsthand and secondhand is imagine we went on a fifth grade trip to Kentucky Kingdom and you were there, you experienced every ride, every roller coaster, everything. You had fun. Then you went home and told your mom about it. That's firsthand. The reason that's firsthand because you were there, you experienced it, and you took all your experiences and all the details and made it and took it to tell a story to your mother. Well, then your mom took all the things that you told her and she went and told her friend about it, and that is now becoming secondhand account. The reason that's secondhand account is because your mom was not there to experience the Kentucky Kingdom trip, but she was able to use the information that you told her and tell her friend about your trip. That's the big difference between first-hand and second-hand account. First-hand account is when you're there, you experienced it, and you're able to tell a story. Second-hand account, you're not there, but you're getting all this information to tell a story. Here's a written example of firsthand. When I got to the boat, I was only 5, and this gentleman who had been back and forth several times. And well, my mother took a liking to him because he was so knowledgeable about it. I'm going to stop there because this video is only 5 minutes. But this is a first-hand account example because this person is using the word I. So he is talking in first person. So that means he was there. He experienced all these things in this little excerpt. And he's telling us or whoever he's telling the story about this time. So that is first-hand account. When you know and you're experiencing all these things and you go out and tell the story. One good way you can see that is he uses I was only 5. He said, when I got on the boat, firsthand. Here's an example of secondhand. The doctors at Ellis Island developed a system to identify immigrants who needed medical attention. The first test was a 6-second physical. A uniformed doctor looked for any signs of illness or contagious diseases. The doctor noted whether the immigrants limped or were short of breath, if their eyes were red, if they acted disturbed or seemed otherwise abnormal. Secondhand, someone learned this information about Ellis Island, took it, and told us what happened in Ellis Island. They were not there. They used they. They used the. All of these that they used, and they created this story. They created a story. However, they were not there to experience it, and they're just telling us the experiences that they learned. They took all the information. Also, here's a anchor chart that could also help you know where first-hand and second-hand accounts come from. First-hand accounts come from diaries. When you're thinking about a diary and a journal, you are writing it. One person is writing their story in a journal or in a diary. Autobiography, when you're writing a story or you're telling about your life to someone, you are actually writing it, or whoever that is, they're actually writing it, they're experiencing it, and they're telling their story. A speech, someone is actually there telling a speech, someone who's there to experience it. Photos and videos. If I took a selfie right now and I sent it to you all, you will know that that's first-hand account because I am here. I took a picture and I sent it to you. However, second-hand account, textbooks, biographies, all of those are secondhand account because someone is getting all the information from somewhere. They didn't experience it, but they made a story about it. So remember, firsthand is when someone tells a story and they experienced it. Secondhand is they tell a story, however, they were not there.